Greetings to any and all United Kingdom citizens. I hope you're able to hear this. You're probably wondering, what is the connection to Game of Thrones and what I'm about to present? Well, I'm kind of like done with the negativity. So far, I haven't had any more blackmail or family threats, so I'm going to move on with my life. And if uh, Emilia is mature enough, I'm sure she will too. Well, I guess we'll find out. But anyway, I'm done with that. Okay, I'm the mature dragon here, so I'm moving on. What would be nice is once I get to London, okay, I know I got to get a flat. I have to get settled. I then have to register at the London Cinema College. Um, then I have to get my screen or cinema attorney to make sure that when I get an agent, which is the next thing, that none of my scene lines are stolen because they rejected on purpose. I mean, you figure out of the whole planet Earth, there's going to be a producer that's going to say, oh, yeah, if we don't have to pay this guy and he wants to act for free for the experience, and we don't have to buy anything from him. He's willing to just give this over to us. But the condition, of course, is I get the lead male role. I only get a small part in the Lost Pages because, again, it's about the prophecy. And if you've already watched up to episode 9 of my narration, then you know that I don't. The narration on 10, which is also kind of like the epilogue, I have a small part. So technically, actors and actresses would be like thanking me because it's like I'm giving them a paycheck because the only thing I get to do is I get to go wherever it is that the new real Mother Dragons goes, just to be like a supervisor, not really a director, but if I have suggestions, I can always make it to the director and see what they think because, again, it's my work, but I don't really do the directing. So, in the end, then I get to do my small little bit. I'm on the beach. She rolls me over, and oh my gosh, you're a human. Or she'll think I'm some stranger in strange clothes, and I'll have my costume. That's where it leads to the motion picture, and that's where I became the lead male role for this human that enters into Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen's world. Okay, but gotta have the prophecy. That's why it's called the Game of Thrones Missing Link, um, the Lost Pages of Time. So, but this is not what this is about. Okay, I want to do something as a gift and a way of appreciating the Queen of England and, well, the royal family, is bringing my skills to that country because I heard that, other than my bad experience, and I'm gonna try to like stick a thorn in her side by bringing it up all the time, but I want to do something to show appreciation for what I've heard is supposed to be a very beautiful country. I've heard that London people are very well, at least most of them that I would imagine. I'm guessing here. Okay, 99.99%. Well, the other 0.01% was kind of a bad experience. But anyway, are very nice people. And what better way for me to show appreciation than to hold a Dragon's Lair pageant? I am not kidding you. I'm like, this would be like so rad. Can you imagine this American guy, me? Okay, I got my own money, and it's my money to do what I want with. Okay, we're not talking euro dollars. Okay, so on top of the 10,000 that I have to have minimum just to get to London, okay, I'm going to have my own money. Okay, I hope you're listening close, and I'm sure Leah is probably listening, but oh well. I'm going to have my own money to give away. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why would you do something stupid like that? Well, because it's my money. I can do what I want with it, right? So, why not, when I go make sure I'm not violating any London laws, I get the proper permits, see if there's a convention center, and hold a pageant. Now, the purpose of the pageant is to find a brand new, real Mother of Dragons. When I say real, I mean one that's not going to like do things to where they ignore fans, shut them out, Or if they should complain, they're gonna like try to blackmail them or threaten their families, okay? Because that's just not being a professional actress, okay? So the real Mother Dragons would never do that. That's called treachery. And if anybody's done the actual internet research on the Mother Dragons, I'm not talking about just watching the movie, because we all could do that and operate the remote control. I'm talking about doing things that I made the Dean's List 4 times in a business college where you have to do research. And have I got a lot of research on the Mother Dragons? Oh my gosh. So, I am so excited about this. And what it is that when I host the pageant, there's going to be 3 stages. Third stage will have parts A and B. That means the money that I'm giving away is prize money in US dollars. Okay? So, and you have to qualify because I won't be the one judging. Okay, so I figure that people might think that's not quite fair. So I'll have to find out who'd like to be judges, and what their going rate for being a judge is. Depends on who wants to do it. Could be somebody as cool as Peter Dinklage. He might want to be a judge. He might enjoy it. Then I'll get that excuse that's like, dude, I still owe you a beer. How crazy would that be? I mean, that'd be like so awesome because I seriously want to buy him a beer. He's my favorite male actor. So I don't know if he's listening, but it'd be like so awesome, right? So, in any case, you at least have a panel of 6 judges, and if there's a tie, well, then of course I get to cast my vote as the tiebreaker. And so there'd be 2 categories of competition. So let us go ahead and look at the first part of it. As you can see here, and I don't know if you can read this or not, but the beauty pageant. Now, I got this from Wikipedia Encyclopedia. A beauty pageant or beauty contest is a competition that has traditionally focused on judging and ranking the physical attributes of the contestants, although some contests have evolved to also incorporate personality traits, intelligence, talent, and answers to judges' questions as judged criteria. Again, personality. That means you don't say, well, you either send me $1,800, I'm going to release some bogus video to get back at somebody because they protested. That's a bad personality. In fact, that's a clash of personality. That's almost like a terrorist threat. You're disqualified. You have to have a good personality. Are you friendly to the people? Would you be friendly to fans? And when you put up a fan site, are you going to keep your word and actually communicate with them? Are you going to send out autographed photos if you're from a movie star? That's good personality. That's what I'm going to be looking for based on the experiences that I went through. Now, there is an interview part. Pageant judges spend time with each delegate to learn about her successes, talents, goals, and ambitions. Attention is focused on her poise, charm, self-confidence, and her ability to communicate, keyword there, so nobody wrote me back any letters, as well as the substance of her answers. Preliminary interviews are conducted individually in front of the entire judging panel in a private and closed setting. You will have a 2 to 3 minute interview with a panel of 5 or 7 judges. It's very comfortable and conversational. Contestants are judged on their communication skills and personality. They are not judged on their opinions or personal beliefs. Okay, so the best thing is to keep your opinions to yourself. If you don't like somebody, don't tell them that. You're not going to be judged on it, but that also might hinder you. Or if you have a personal belief, yeah, well, I think everybody should be, say, Wiccan, otherwise you're not a real religion. Don't be saying things like that either. That's kind of like, just kind of keep that to yourself. Anyway, the evening gown competition entry. That's going to be the first. That's not the actual Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen costumes. This is to see how elegant you can be. Can you be a young lady trying to attract a male dragon? Because if I'm going to be the lead male role, okay, she has to be like this one that's willing to do the part, and when my movie scripts are approved. And that's where my agent will come in, because he will be, if he's a good agent, he'll be contacting various producers. HBO, I'm thinking, probably won't do it because they've already done their Game of Thrones thing. And so that would leave like the movie channel, Stars, Lucasfilms, MGM, or even maybe some producers in London would be like, hey, that would give us some popularity. Maybe we should go ahead and do some directing now. So there you go, a gift for the United Kingdom of my great ideas. I mean, can imagine the business would be churning out some serious money, because I have to have certain things made, like the crowns, the trophies, and it's all at my expense. I'm quite the generous male dragon sphere, as you will find out soon. Anyway, so now the Mother of Dragons walk and photo shoot competition. The eligibility for this, and some of you may or may not like it. I don't know if Emilia would qualify for this one. But, well, I'll get to that part in a moment. You must have the dark eyebrows, a major requirement, or a way to dye them professionally. The reason is because if you're going to connect the Lost Pages of Time between Series 8 and the motion picture, it would be kind of redundant that, oh my gosh, her eyebrows are lighter. That's just not going to work, because we're talking about Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen. It has to be blending in. It's like you're reading this history book on her, and this is the Missing Lost Pages, connects to the quadrilogy, and then later on, of course, we have the new TV series called The Valerian Tales. Now, brunettes are preferred, but not mandatory, or have long blonde hair to waist level. Okay. You must not be married, never have been married, and never had a marriage annulled. You must never have given birth to a child, cannot be pregnant or be a parent. Must be of good health and moral character. Moral character, okay. Note, you must be a citizen of London, because again, I'm hosting this. This is for my gift to the United Kingdom. So if you're a citizen of London, you more than qualify. Okay, so imagine, this is like so awesome. American guy hosting something for the citizen women of London. You can thank me later at the end of the pageant. Okay, moral character is defined as follows. You agree that if a fan contacts you, you make every effort to appreciate fan support and not ignore them, cut them off from contacting you, and if one feels you made a major impact on their life, you go to the extra mile to thank them, get to know them, and ask why or how you had a major impact on their life. This shows that by giving them the attention and response, you will have continued fan support. Oh, yeah. I'm just so excited about this. Sorry if I sound a little different. Okay, it is mandatory. You cannot be married, as I said. You cannot have a jealous boyfriend, or any boyfriend, period. I'm sorry. The reason is because it's a proven fact that sometimes certain scenes in a movie may include nudity and can cause jealousies of a boyfriend. No such interruptions when a movie is being filmed can be allowed when such time the movie miniseries Game of Thrones The Missing Link, Lost Pages of Time, is approved. However, do note, there is no nude scenes in this miniseries, but will be in the following first of 4 quadrilogies, Game of Thrones, the motion picture, A New Revelation, which would also, pending approval by any given interested producer, once I have an agent, my portfolio, photo shoot, and movie screen attorney with copyrights and affidavits, the sworn oath secured. Now, those who participate will receive $2,000 in US dollars, or we could also do it in euro dollar equivalency. And they will receive the Talents Award Cup, or actually a trophy, and gift certificates. The final 2 winners will receive the Mother of Dragons Trophy Award. And by the way, this is like $4,000 in US dollars, or euro equivalency. They will be given the opportunity for interviews, and the top of the 2 promoted to photo shoots in magazines of the world, where you can earn more money just for having your photos taken, with awards for making the magazine cover. So now, I don't know if I covered this already. I think I should go up here. Now, again, this is the official search for the real mother of dragons, Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen of the House Targaryen. She is known since her first husband from the savage race of Dothraki husband Khaleesi. And when she took the Pyramid Palace in Meereen, she became known as the Misa. I guess it's pronounced Misha. She sometimes is known as the Dragon Queen, but not very often. She is firm, serious, and sometimes knows when to laugh. She is friendly, and as long as no one crosses her path, always welcomes an audience requested of her. That's the key word, welcomes an audience. So if like a fan writes you a letter, you're supposed to respond. You can't tell me you wear the same clothes, you never stop for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and when you go to your hotel room, you just flop on the bed and go to sleep. I mean, come on, people. Don't give me that excuse. If you have time to sit on the bed and watch TV, dig your laptop out and see what fans contacted you. It's called common courtesy. Anyway, it is said when acting as an actor or actress, you don't just merely act the scene of the character, you must become the character. To become the character, you must prove yourself better than the original Emilia Clarke by always responding to fan mail. And again, my personal experience, I never got no letters, nothing back, no thank yous. You don't want to do that to fans. And it's not just me. I've read other fans that complain. You know, fans are your support, believe it or not. And I've seen other actors and actresses that actually have responded to fan mail. If you don't have fan support, don't matter how many trophies you get, how many photo shoots you do, the makeup and everything else. Yeah, you might kind of be successful, but you still don't have the support of the fans, and people will speak out, as I am allowed and God-given right to speak out. Damn straight. You also must have no issue with nude scenes and being somewhat promiscuous with the right time and mood as need be. Now, of course, that would be in the scene script. So again, the lost pages of time, you don't have to worry about that because again, this is all about prophecy. The motion picture will definitely have some. And unfortunately, I have to say, eat your heart out, Emilia, because I guess you won't get to see the Unleash the Penis because I did write it in there for you, but ever since this whole fiasco of the way I've been treated, I guess it'll be the other Mother Dragons that gets to see this. Because in Game of Thrones 2, Khaleesi's Dragon Spirit, and Game of Thrones 4, which is the last of the quadrilogy, Two Dragons to Rule the World, more penises. So, guess she's going to have to just watch that on video, and she'll probably be like, damn, I should have treated that guy a lot better. Oh, well. So, you must know how to carry yourself as the Queen of Meereen and being the mother of dragons. To qualify, the following will be required. You must be at least 25 to 32 years of age, dark brown eyes and eyebrows, brunette preferred but not mandatory, be able and willing to wear the mother dragon's hairstyle, wear the mother dragon's dress costume styles, and be able to speak like the mother dragons. As you will note, it's not about trying to look like Emilia Clarke, as that is vanity. It's not about Emilia. It's about Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen. You must be slender, fairly built like a young lady, and be able to walk like a queen. The audition will be in 3 stages, I said. 1, the dress-up photo shoot. 2, the scene lines of next film, Game of Thrones, The Missing Link, Lost Pages Time. And I will have scene lines that you will have to do the scene lines that I wrote, not ones from the original Game of Thrones. Okay, and you'll be judged on how you speak this. The pageantry competition, okay, which is part A and B of stage 3. So, final audition will be the short filming of scene rehearsal because you're going to look at a short film that is made kind of like you would in London Cinema College to see how you do, how you look. So, in stage 1, anyone who signs up will be interviewed, oriented, and given a chance to wear a costume they choose. But you can wear any clothing you choose on that first stage because that'll be day 1. And it's where it has to be professional, obviously no holes in the jeans, because obviously if you're going to like try to win the crown, excuse me, then you want to look your best. Providing the hairstyle will be appreciated but not mandatory if you're not able to afford or get this yourself. Once you're interviewed, oriented, and viewed, a photo shoot will occur. Again, my expense. I'm so generous. I'm quite the male dragon. I'm just so excited because I don't know who the new mother dragon is going to be. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so as to how the judges make a decision as to who proceeds to stage 2. Only one half of those who sign up will be moved up to stage 2. Now, when all those who participate will be offered $250 in US dollars or the Euro dollar equivalently and receive a certificate of award. In stage 2, those who qualified by the unanimous judge's decision will make $500 in US dollars or Euro dollar equivalency. In this stage, certain scene lines will be given to see if you can memorize, though not specifically required right away. Because again, you don't want to make it too hard for the ones participating, and to see if you have the Daenerys voice. Judges will make their decisions and a plaque award issued to those who participate. Those who qualify by unanimous decision will be given instructions about where and when the pageantry is to take place. So again, stages 1 and 2 will be like at a convention center. Stage 3 would have to be like a basketball gymnasium, skating rink that has wooden floors put down so nobody slips and hurts their kaboom da. We don't want a bruised bottom. Oh my gosh, poor Daenerys. Anyway, or a sprained ankle. That just would not do. No, 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 no. Okay, in stage 3, those who qualified will be once again half of those that remained in stage 2. You will wear the hairstyle, appropriate costume like that of the series that you choose, and practice will be done for the final showing. Now it says see separate instructions. Well, in actuality, this, like I said, stage 3 comes in 2 parts. So the first part is A, and it won't be the costume yet. You have to wear the evening gown. Now, only 8 will be selected as the finalists and will receive a gift certificate, actually semi-finalists, and Lady Victory Award. All participants will receive the Pinnacle Award of Valeria, which is actually, I'll have a picture of that. It's my version of the Pinnacle. I designed it, and I just have to have the person that in London that does stage cross make the trophy. Now, this includes pay of $1,000 in US dollars or Euro dollar equivalency. Finalist short film practice edition again will be the filming of the 8 semi-finalists. Wearing the costume of choice, the hairstyle, and makeshift backdrop or stage props will be used. The location to be announced. I have to wait till I'm in London, and I'm still waiting for people to make donations. So, only 2 will be considered the winners: the new real mother dragons and the new body double in case of emergencies, illness, etc. You know how that works. So, let's see what else we got here. That's so good. Okay. Yeah, so the Dragon Sphere agent, that's mine, will be notified of the finalists, and any other cast teams will be selected as necessary or original cast members introduced, and public live announcement with interviews scheduled, again, to be announced. So you want to look and feel your best. Be comfortable with who you are. It don't matter what people say about you, because the way I see it is that everybody, I don't care if it's a guy or a gal, and I'm not trying to be weird, but everybody is beautiful people from around the world. You know, I don't have any acting experience, and I consider, you know, although I feel strange saying that. I won't say I'm beautiful. Maybe I'll just like leave it at handsome, but I've never had that kind of compliment yet. Maybe I'll meet a lucky London lady that'll think I'm handsome. Anyway, and back from left field. So, you know, you are special. You can do just as good as Emilia, if not better. And I believe that there are those who have talent. Don't let anybody who is currently a movie star tell you otherwise. Because when they tell you that, it's because they're jealous and they know you might actually succeed and pass them up. Okay? I don't take negativity from anybody either. So, never ever ignore fan mail. Most important rule of this pageant. Because even if the pageant's over, and let's say my movie script's approved, and we just finished the lost pages of time, and we're now doing the motion picture, a fan contacts you, you better, like, when you're going to your hotel room for the night, answer the fan mail, because I guarantee you they're going to remember this when you don't. Okay, so it's very, very important. It's the fans that make you successful. If you lose a fan support, you will get a bad reputation. Okay, and unfortunately, yes, like Emilia's got some that I found that didn't say anything too nice about her. I was very disappointed and crushed, especially when I was told I had to pay $1,800 or some bogus video is going to be released. And then the threat in my family, that was way lower than what a movie star should do. So anyway, regardless of how many photo shoots you do for magazines, interviews, on talk shows, movies you put out, etc., so be your best and become the mother of dragons. At this time, I'm going to do this next scene here where it shows some of the examples of the type of evening gowns you can buy. You can either get these exact ones or find a place that does get evening gowns. And just so you know, this doesn't mean the pageantry starts right away because, well, I'm not there. I have to be there, obviously. So until I get to London, this is what's going to be available. I would say probably within 3 to 6 months after I get settled and get things ironed out in London, this is what I'm going to advertise in London papers, maybe find a radio show. This way it gets my name out there, so I get a more of an opportunity, so I can get considered when my agent makes a presentation of me, so I can have the lead male role throughout the quadrilogy and perhaps the Valerian Tales. So anyway, here is the examples of the evening gown. Oh yeah, you're always on the run now. Rolling up the sunflower. You gotta get somehow. I think you got to slow down. There's something broken. I think you're headed for a breakdown. So be careful what you show. You really don't remember. Was it something that he said? All the voices in your head. Calling for me. Yes, there will be some cool music to listen to. So if you see me shaking my booty up on stage, I'm just getting down with the beat as the models do the floor walk and the music's playing. So that's just me because I'm a carefree guy and I'm the male dragon. And sometimes I get into the groove, so it'd be something to get used to. Anyway, this will be continued, and after we do the episode 9, I will post part 2 of what is entailed of the Dragon's Lair Mother Dragon's Pageantry.